we was going through it. We were going through it. I think we were going through it real dry too. Yeah, I was not in a good space at all. I was feeling depressed. I would be working and just stop and start to cry just like that.
Right.
You know, it was craziness. We was going through it. We were going through it. I think we were going through it real dry too. Yeah, I was not in a good space at all. I was feeling depressed. I would be working and just stop and start to cry just like that.
Right.
You know, it was craziness.
Anyhow, she decide she can't deal with all this pressure here. She can't take this stress. She going England. 2 weeks. So the 4th of July will be the last day for you to get your entries in, do all you need to do.
Hi guys, welcome back.
Hey, welcome back with this. So, right, how you getting on? I get shy, so happen.
Cool, cause this big old thinking like in front of my face. And come I feel like, you know, very tired.
Anything in front of it. Anyhow. So the thing is, we were trying to get the best audio setup for this, but it just wasn't working out as we would have liked after watching the last video. I didn't really like how the audio sounded. It sounded okay. It wasn't bad, but I didn't really like how it sounded, so we decided.
But then again, he is a perfectionist when it comes to audio and lighting and shots and kind of things.
I wouldn't say lighting. I'm still catching the lighting thing.
I mean, you're catching it, but you know.
I'm trying that thing.
He would see stuff that we wouldn't see or hear stuff that we wouldn't hear,
So, we back again. And as we promised in this video, we're going to discuss giveaways. We're going to discuss giveaways and all those things. But also to give you a quick little update, you know, what has been going on, what has happened, and some of the things we plan on going forward. So, let me just when you do I bounce back to December first or go back to December?
Yeah, we could go to December.
Alright, so we came back at December. I think that's when our last video was actually. Yeah?
With Tony's.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So as you know, probably most of you watching this video, would have gotten the big C by now. And recovered, or some of you probably get under him now. Because that's the point of it being endemic, meaning that most people will interact with it at some point. But Naj and Ree got it.
We get a whole, I don't know. I wasn't supposed to say
I was trying not to say it, but
okay,
I'll
we
probably...
get a whole C.
Right, I'll try and... Right, but that was a pretty interesting kind of time for us because, you know, we living in a very small home, in a tiny home. Some people say don't call it a tiny home, but I would say
it's
tiny.
Small, eh?
Right? So you can just imagine 3 of us trying to function in this very little home.
And I mean, like, both of us was trying to stay away from the big man because we didn't want him to get sick. So it's like, that's what make us say it's a tiny home. Like, try staying away from one person in a house this small. It's like,
yeah, just
kind of ridiculous.
2-bedroom house.
Yeah.
Well, Chelsea no longer lives with us. I don't know if we told you all that. Chelsea lives with her mom now. So, I mean, just imagine if Chelsea was here. Whoa, it would have been even worse. It would have been the battle of our lifetime. So, coming out of it, I was never symptomatic or didn't know if I had it. No, I didn't get tested. Some people will probably say it's a responsible thing to do. I don't know. And I don't care. Just saying. Right? But for all intents and purposes, I didn't have any symptoms or anything like that. But Naj and they had it. Ray, back when they got it, it could have probably been Delta or the Omni, right? The thing is, Ray started off with headache.
Yeah, they started off like she started off with a really bad headache, you know.
Right, headache and then fever.
Yeah.
But that went in like a day.
Yeah, that went away
and
quickly.
And then she just like slept for like real hours, like
yeah, like
let me say in 48 hours, she probably slept 44.
40, yeah, she real sleep.
Yeah. She right. So Naj had. We had.
What did I have? I had no taste, no smell. That was scary as hell. I had the skin rash. I go say greedy. I had this skin rash, which was crazy. Like, cause if you know me, you know I don't like to see things on my skin. So I was getting on like a real, it's a numbskull. I was getting on ridiculous because I had this skin rash. What I had, boy.
Yeah, and well, the
I think
fever and
that's it,
whatever.
Oh, I had the shivers. Remember when I get the shivers? That shivers was crazy.
Yeah, right?
I was like out of control. But it wasn't, I mean, even saying those things, it wasn't bad.
Right?
Yeah.
The thing is, went and got tested, didn't get the results back until after the 21 days.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And well, because it was closer to Christmas, our 21 days ended on
Boxing
Christmas.
Day.
Oh, yeah, Boxing Day, or yeah.
Yeah, like Christmas Day or
Christmas
Boxing
Day
Day,
or
because
Boxing
I don't
Day.
know how they just check it.
Yeah.
If the day on the 26th mean you're free, or the 26th mean you had to stay inside until the 27th.
Mm-hmm.
But the day they give them was the 26th. You can just imagine how
Yeah.
that could kind of sour the Christmas vibe.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, one Naj could not work for the...
Yeah, I couldn't work for the Christmas season. That was
Christmas season,
depressing
yeah.
as hell.
That was a lot of depression
Yeah.
on Naj's side. Because Naj clearly loves what she does.
Absolutely love it.
Loves what she does. So not getting to do that. I mean, she probably tried to do her own nails 1 or 2 times.
Yeah, that still didn't work out. Like, my thing is, especially like around holidays, Christmas time, that's the time you get to be real creative. People come out for all kind of Santa Claus and snowflakes. You know, during the year, you might get people wanting nail art, but at Christmas time, you're sure you're gonna do real fancy thing. You know, and I live for that, so I was real depressed.
Right? So that was... Naj, obviously, as I said, had a lot of issues with that. Even getting to spend time with family. Then Christmas Day, you couldn't go by family. Boxing Day, you were still
Remember how
skeptical.
Really's
Yeah.
really was pissed.
Yeah, because she didn't get to go and
She didn't
spend
go
time
and
with family.
Yeah.
Boxing Day, once again, we were still skeptical and not too sure if Boxing Day, the date that they put on the quarantine order, saying it ended on the 26th, if that meant you were free on the 26th, or if it meant you're free after the 26th. So, so we kind of got stuck at home.
Yeah, we did. Oh, don't talk for how I had to be out of my bed. My good little bed.
Right,
Lord.
Because she slept with Ray.
I sleep
think
with Ray, then
sometimes she
Ray
tried
put
to-
me out.
She tried to sleep on the couch.
And then I had to
Right.
sleep on the couch, and then the cat didn't give me a rest. So I was like so frustrated.
And for the people who have had that experience us, you know, it is when like one spouse have it and next
Yeah.
doesn't. Was saying nothing boy dog boy. Nothing boy dog boy. Real frustrating. And I will be honest in the comments. If any of you had that experience, in the comments, I Google, is this thing transmitted? You understand? Is it? It's like, is it, you know, what we could do? You could put on a mask, I could put on a mask. And, you know, we could make mask. Jump up. You understand?
Oh gosh, that's hilarious. After the fact, it was hilarious, but being in it was not at all funny.
If somebody want to price on my next YouTube channel, which we'll tell you all about later on. Right, so and we're back. So, yeah, coming out of that situation, I think going through that situation, Naj going through that, I would say, stage of depression.
That was real depressing.
I think it started to cause some issues, underlying issues in the relationship, whatever the case may be. Then forget what went on in January. Yeah, we sorry. But
The thing is, like, we would have
who's this boy? What was this boy? Hey, boy. Boy, like you get back, boy.
I don't understand.
You just say the word, boy, and I say the boy.
I feel like I started start. Yeah, like I was gonna say.
I don't know. But what you was gonna say? If I only know what you was thinking, you'll be a happier woman.
Oh, what I was gonna say is, like, even like we will go through stuff that, like any other couple. The thing is, like, as soon as we talk about it and we kind of move forward, like, I think we forget what it was, like the main thing. We know we was fighting, or we know we had a little drama, but to say exactly what it was then, we were literally trying to tax our brains, like, what the hell you was vexed for? Like,
You understand? That period at that time, I don't think that happened yet. Then we had an incident in February where Naj decided that she wants to go to a place where she doesn't belong in the kitchen. You understand?
Listen now, I said, you know, let me surprise him. He left for work and I had a little space waiting for my client. So I was like, okay, I'll surprise him and make something, you know, because sis don't cook. So, you know, I just thought that would be a good surprise, but Lord,
Yeah.
I almost died.
Real big surprise. So we'll place the pictures somewhere in the mix.
What picture?
The pictures of the pot
Oh,
and the stove. The pot and the stove. And you know what I mean? You don't have pictures of you?
I hope not.
You don't have pictures of you?
I think I would have pictures, but who wants to see that?
I think people need to see it. Right? So, anyway, we're trying to get you all these things as fast as possible. Remember, we have the giveaway coming up.
Yeah.
At the end, we'll let you all know, one, who has the 1,000 subscriber, two, how you're going to win in the giveaway. And then, about our next giveaway that we have coming up as well, right? So, we get into that later on. Yeah, so, anyhow, I was in work. You know, I have a hustle that is put on, you know. So I doing my hustle. Next thing is she really scold, but I know really she really like pranks now, boy. Because she, you know, she's one of the children that grew up in the YouTube era, right? So, you know, and everything for them is prank, this prank video, prank, whatever. So she called and she's like, she's crying and she's like, Daddy, the stove blow up and mommy pelt and mommy and like, what? And then I realized like, alright, so I kind of, you know, listening and thinking to see if it's a prank. And I realized now, boy, she's sticking to it, boy. And I know normally she can't stick to it long now.
Yeah, she starts to laugh, so.
Right? So I realized, and she crying and she was like, okay, alright, nah. And then, so I was like, hey, what's this, boy? Alright, cool, thing, whatever. And just try to find out what is going on. And then I called Willie's back on Naj's phone because, whatever. Nevertheless, get the story, Naj was on the ground. Then she came back up and something went on the stove and the pot and some sort of explosion and it had water on the roof, it had water on the wall, it had...
I mean, it's sung and funny now, but it wasn't funny at the moment.
Yeah,
it really wasn't.
Right? Yeah. And I mean, I think also a big part of the problem is having such a small kitchen because when something happens, because I think she tried to run when she realized, you know, there was some issue.
Tried to run.
The area is so small.
Mat,
yeah.
And hit my head on the wall and that was like out. I was out.
And
then
that's it. That hit head ended up in a big black eye. Right? Which
after all things.
Right.
I thought I hit my head, but this whole eye was black.
Right.
You know?
Well, I was in Port of Spain. I called my mom, my cousin, everybody. People came out to support, you know, love always.
Love.
You know, it's always good to have a supportive system. And I must say, I can't say we don't. We have a very supportive family. And, you know, the friends we have, they are very supportive as well. So they came, took her to Arima Hospital. I leave Port of Spain. Reach up Arima Hospital. Sit down, they wait.
And so, like all that time I was still rolling in pain, because that was like, it was real painful.
And so she like lying down on the chair in a hospital, going across the chairs. Just remember the big C still around. Right? That's
exactly.
February. Right? And she's like, and she's very scornful, like, right? So for the lie down on the chair, you know she had to be in some problems.
Sick.
Right? So she lying down and she rolled on the chair, she in pain. So
what do people say? The people ask me some questions like it was a gas stove? No. You have any burns? No. I don't think so. Okay, you good then. Sit down on the chair, we'll come to you. It's like, I'm not good. Right?
So we were trying to explain to them that, you know, she lost consciousness at some point in time. So, you know, things like that where like concussions, something may be involved. You know, you need to have a CT scan. You know, these things need to be treated quickly, right? Because if there's any brain bleed or anything like that. Nevertheless, asking them. So I decided after we were waiting there, she was there probably about 40 minutes before I reached. And then we were there for our next probably hour. I was like, what's nothing going on here? So I went and asked them, I said, do you all have a CT scanner or CT machine? They were like, no. So it's like, so we just here and then wait for them to see her, and then I was like, this garbage. Anyway, so we made a call found out that
Sunny Grandi.
Sandy Grandy had
Hospital.
one, so we said, okay, we're going Grandy. Reach up Grandy. Well, she went with her brother and her mother, and I took the children and right, organized them and dropped them off somewhere, went up Grandy. And Grandy was like, well, nah, if it was something serious.
Well, he said because I was in Grandi for 4 hours, right?
It's 4 hours?
Yeah, it was for 4 hours, right? So I was in Gandhi for about 4 hours. So he saw me, like, say, after 7 or something.
Nah, after
the
6.
night. After 6.
Minutes to 7, yeah.
He say, how long this happened? I say about 1 o'clock. He say, nah, man, if anything was to happen, it would have done show already. In my mind, I say, in my brain, feeling like it going like this in my head. And you telling me nothing is wrong. You tell me take some Panadol.
Right. So then he decided he was going to prescribe the Panadol, and then they realized the dispensary was closed. Yeah, we had to go and buy the Panadol. Anyhow, we went and bought the Panadol. He still didn't explain much things, so a couple days after, now still having pain,
Yeah. I was feeling real nauseous. Yeah, boy.
Real
That's
back and all.
scary.
So we decided, hey, okay, you're going to spend the money and go to St. Clair? No, not St. Clair.
St. Augustine.
St. Augustine.
Yeah, we went to St. Augustine.
We went to St. Augustine
Private hospital.
went to the emergency, and we did the CT. Pay plenty money. Right? None of us have normal jobs, and so we do have health insurance. Even though you could kind of take out health insurance on your own, but shit expensive. Anyhow, nevertheless, jumped the money and did what we had to do, and then that doctor explained what was happening. And that
he was awesome.
from the lash, anything, because there's inflammation and whatnot in her system, anything that she eats that has oil and whatnot.
Yeah. That would have made me feel well nauseous.
Right?
Yeah.
So so we adjusted the diet for the while, and so we went through all these things. Of course, as I said, the emotional roller coaster in January, coming out of December and January, because as I said, Naj not being able to work, and Naj will tell you, December and Carnival is when you make your most money.
Yeah, it's
right?
the epic. So, like, bad stuff this hardly happened to me, right? So, first of all, me getting the big C was like, what the hell? All right, so that come past 10, I come and fall down. I don't ever fall down. Like, I can't tell you the last time I fell down.
Well,
so
that's like, not athletic. You need to like run and thing, to fall down.
What?
You need to be doing things like the fall down.
Well, clearly I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
You understand? So I was
We'll
like,
just run in from
I was
the
like,
thing.
I couldn't die because
Right.
this can't be making no sense.
Right, then it was the iPhone, the buckle.
Oh my lord!
Then she decided.
Listen,
I think, the thing is, when people going through things, they get emotional, they start to spend money. There's some call it retail therapy or whatever craziness they want to, chalk it up as.
It's not craziness, it actually is a thing.
Right? And she decided, okay, she's going to buy an iPhone.
Yeah, boy.
Right? So my cousin was going away. So we was asking my cousin, about the phone or whatever. And my cousin decided, hey, well, if I go in, you could buy the phone and send it and I'll bring it back.
So it's like, cool.
Cool.
Yeah, I would do that.
Went to Apple, bought the phone.
Buy my hot phone,
Right? Spent 8,000. And then, bam, when they went to deliver it by my cousin's friend, somebody else swipe it.
Yeah, somebody take my whole phone. I don't even have to tell her. Like, I could start back crying right now just thinking about the drama. I really cry.
And then, decided, hey, so we called my cousin. My cousin like, let me check. No phone. There's no phone here. So, decided to contact Apple, UPS.
Yeah.
So now somebody signed for that, so that is a...
So them ain't going to hear nothing
Call
about
Apple.
it.
Apple checked it. Apple said, nah, we get UPS. UPS is somebody signed for that. That is that. Forget that. Go and report to the police.
Yeah.
That's and he was like, what? You understand?
Cry down the place.
And so Naj started to message everybody who worked Apple and everybody
I
who worked.
literally had a malfunction. So I was messaging people on their LinkedIn, on their Facebook, on Instagram, on any kind of messenger app I could have find. I was messaging it. I don't care if I was working there in 2019, in 2009. I started to message everybody like I going mad.
Right? And I mean, that did work.
Yeah, it did work.
Right? So they opened back up the investigation. But even before they opened back up the investigation, while all the craziness was going on, Naj, like, she had to get that, she had to fulfill that feeling or that void she had. So she bought another phone. Before that was even figured out or sorted out. I was like, I start to pick up file and thing and start to figure if I could do nails, like, is that something I could do? Like,
Make a man sweat.
right? Can I apply acrylic here? Like, how hard this thing really is.
But it was just a matter of I just needed something in my little life at that point, and I decided it was an iPhone. So I needed, and it's like it's a real good feeling when you know you have something on the way. And at this point, I had nothing on the way, so I was like, I think I should buy another one so it'll be on the way. I'll get it eventually.
Right, but this time we decided. Wait, what? Our next story behind this? Wow! This time we decided to ship it straight here, and I decided to open an account with Aeropost.
Yeah, boy.
To bring it here. Wow!
Real thing happened. Only real thing happened. Hence the reason we was missing so long.
Yeah,
real thing happened.
It was just one thing after the next, one thing after the next. But that's how this goes sometimes. The devil is shy, you understand? The devil is where
he does.
Where you kind of sin your soul now. But, we ain't sin it.
But why you say it
Not
like
yet.
that though?
How is that?
Yeah, like it's in your soul, boy. Like.
Right? But we ain't talk about how she leave yet, eh?
Oh, cool.
We look all this and we talk about how she pick up and leave. Right? See, the madness, boy. Once again.
Oh, good. I think
Right?
I need to work on the AC, yes?
Pay it on.
Oh, good.
Turn it on. Right. Anyhow, so end up getting the phone. Apple decided that they would send
Yeah, Apple
back a
decided
phone.
they'd give me back a phone for
Right.
the one that UPS lost. So,
Right, we got that as a sign of, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, a sign of whatever.
they're sending a charger too, a bad boy charger. So
Well, a
that's
fast charger.
yeah. So
I do not like they're trying to charge TNTech because it's a 97 watt charger and an iPhone 13 probably charge for the most. I think must be about 30 watts or probably let me go 50 watts for the most. But it's a 97 watt charger. However, I guess they didn't want us to talk about it on YouTube like this.
Oh god.
Right? And so just to fast forward a bit, I put in my credit card information in Aeropost to clear this phone. Aeropost apparently stores your credit card information. Aeropost, I don't know if it's Aeropost International. Anyhow, Aeropost. Then their system was hacked. And
Somebody the whole credit card.
yeah, got my credit card information and drained my credit card out.
And to be completely honest, he's not a person that is max out the card. So his card was top.
It had money. So the person spent about 17,000 and something.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do you? Yeah. Still fighting with Scotiabank to organize for them to put back the money when they're doing the investigation and thing. But however, I'm still fighting up with it. What I've done is, because obviously they would issue you a new card, I have not reactivated the new card or anything yet. I tell them I'm not doing it until they put back all the money that needs to be put back. Right? So that is what we're going through that. But that is fast forwarding. Let me talk about Naja. How Naja decided to leave. Leave me, boy. Good me, Marlon. Good son, boy. You understand?
Oh gosh.
So, anyhow, we were planning. We say, listen, all this drama, all this heat. Let me take a little vacation.
The thing was, remember, JetBlue had a sale.
Right, JetBlue had a sale, right?
So.
JetBlue had a sale, but I don't think they had any. They had US domestic sale, so it wasn't a sale from Trinidad to over there, but anything across there, like a
but
real
that's what got us to the whole looking at destinations. Right.
So we were looking at, we could have flown to the States, and then we could have gone to Disney World, and then go back by her friend in
New Jersey
and whatever, and then I check in to see when I get a little time off, because the thing is, as I say, I would say that the job I do is a kind of hustle. It's not really, I wouldn't say, so I do holidays and things, so I had to check and see when it's a slow time or a long period, and then I could take my little vacation, or not take I could go on a vacation, but right? Anyhow, bam, we say, right, the earmark time thing, early April thing, we are right. That's the plan. So she's saying, "Thing buy the ticket now, and thing just buy."
I went inside. You know how you just have your little passport, you just have your information, all the important stuff in one place. So sis excited. I went and I came and I brought the passports and I was like, book it.
Right? I can't remember why I didn't book it at the point in time.
Because he is not that kind of person. He not gonna just book it just so.
But
So-
I think there are some minor things that need to be sorted out first.
Yeah.
Especially in terms of the job that I do. Sometimes, yeah, it could look like that space clear, but then some might pop up, and you understand? So I was kind of weighing out, have a discussion. Anyhow, nevertheless, like the plan, we're going on vacation. We go in Disneyland, we go in New Jersey. If there's anything, I was coming back a little earlier, so...
Yeah,
you know,
and we would have stayed in New
Right?
Jersey a little while longer.
Next thing you see, bam, 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 ting, ting, ting. Next thing you see, I just, hey, yeah, no. I feel like going to England, you know. You're going where? Yeah, ting, 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 and... So I say, yeah, whatever, she feel, all right, cool. Next thing you see, she come back, how far hungry is from England? I said, well, I mean, right there, all them, European kind of zone. Serious? She going to... It have a course in Hungary on this day, and I want to go England from this day, and in my mind,
How it which day?
I would do vacation to Bomb. Where go?
Oh gosh.
Right?
So I was going through it. I was going through some stuff, guys.
Right?
So
And I mean, the thing is, and we cannot leave out part before, because we had some issues before, like so many mix where we weren't communicating properly with each other for a while. I mean, the thing is for me, honestly, and I might be wrong for it, and you know, Jesus is our Lord and Savior, but the thing is, for me, I don't beat up now. If you're playing, you want to talk to me, I go and I'm begging you to talk to my house. If you have an issue, you have to come and let me know where it's yours. You come
but
and
no, that's clearly not how it's supposed to be.
yeah, let me know where it's
No,
yours.
but you can't say, yeah, you ain't beaten up. You have to beat up a little
Right?
bit.
I go actually, you're going on. Nothing. But I have nothing. Listen to me. I believe you. If you tell me nothing happened, I believe you. You understand? I trust you. So if you tell me nothing happened, I believe you. Nothing
And you
happened.
know something happened.
So how I know something happened? I read in your mind now.
Yes.
I am infringing on your rights and your privacy and reading your mind.
So we was going through it. We were going through it. I think we were going through it well, try to. Yeah, I was not in a good space at all. I was feeling depressed. I was having. I would be working and just stop and start to cry just like that.
Right.
You know, it was craziness.
And then somewhere along that line, she decided to start doing therapy.
I did. Yeah, I started therapy, guys.
Yeah, started some years ago.
What?
What happened there? Yeah, we have a video going on. Like,
So
keep
when
this thing
you
serious.
saying thing
But I
and
say,
You're very ridiculous.
we're talking about. Right?
So,
I find you're going far from your mic there. You're going far from your mic.
don't be talking in this mic. So, because you see, like, it had to be moving.
Anyhow,
I can't remember what I was going to say.
Anyhow, she decide she can't deal with all this pressure here. She can't take this stress. She going England.
For a whole 5 weeks.
Right? Say, pa, what I go tell you, boy? You understand? I will be happy, and if you think, you know, the queen and them and whoever across they go make you happy, you push, go through. So, yeah, she left the day before school open.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I left on the 18th.
And left it for Ray and I to fend.
I mean, he could handle it. So it wasn't, you know, like a leaving and not sure.
I mean, Chelsea didn't get big just so.
Right. So
Right?
he could handle it.
And there's a significant point in time I raised Chelsea basically by myself, I would say.
Yeah.
Not to discredit her mother in any way, her mother, her work schedule
But
and
he's a
whatnot. didn't
hands-on
permit it.
dad.
Right?
That's all it is. He's a hands-on dad, so he know the ins and outs and...
In 2020, you can't use them kind of
Oh shit!
hands-on
No,
and-
not like that.
You understand?
Oh god. Yeah, I mean, what you had to say?
I don't know. I ain't involved.
He's an involved dad.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, so Ray and I, we fought it, and Now, let me tell you, I get real mad with Naja too about it. Anyhow, because we had an arrangement. Listen,
Yeah.
she was supposed to go and handle a scene,
Yeah.
go and do the course and come back and handle a next scene in England, go home, you do the course and handle a next scene in England. I said, if the scene in handle,
We come I
She
decided if the scene in handle, I come back home, I'll bring up my ticket.
and come home.
Back home.
Next thing you see is because now well, I want to go in the zoo and I want to go and see the sun. And
Listen
I
now,
have
like,
an
when
appointment with the
when
queen. So,
I totally understand it. I didn't know he was upset, but I was being very selfish at that point in time. I done saying to myself, I was so frustrated. I get the opportunity to fly out, especially to somewhere I never thought I was ever going, because it's not like I was sitting home ever before saying, okay, I'm going to England or whatever. So when I catch myself, I was like, I'm in England, I'm a child, my husband not here. I could go all over the place. So I was like,
she going for drinks and things too.
I was like, let me enjoy it, you know?
And listen, I'm not against you enjoying it,
I
but my
know.
thing is when you say one thing, that's my issue in life.
Yeah.
If you say one
and
thing,
I honestly didn't take his feelings into consideration at that point. I'm sorry.
again. That's a joke. Yeah, so, and I've been honest, I get real upset. But let me get a real funny thing that happened with this England thing, right? So, when I say, okay, like some days before she went, she come and she say, so-and-so, one of our clients, she say, so-and-so, say, you know, if you need anything, you know, you could call her. I real misread her now. I've been honest with you as a big man. I thought you want me.
No.
I thought two other mean like if you know hey.
No.
That's what I thought like. so I was like, what do you mean if I need anything? And she's like, I don't know. And then when she said, I don't know, because I stopped it for a while. I didn't ask her the same time. I was like, all right. I was like, I mean.
He says, so Yana, what she mean by
Like-
call she for anything?
Yeah,
like call she.
like, you know?
Us no. Like no, who just talk about that?
I mean, I didn't know. I mean, because as far as I know, and Naj know, I could handle my scene. I could mind the child and see about the child well, right? Chelsea came over and helped as well for days when I wasn't around, when I had to go to work or whatever the case may be. Naj dad pick up from school a couple times too. My cousin pick up from school a couple times, or 2 days or whatever. But the thing is, so when you say anything, the only thing I needed help with, you understand? When Naj in here, the only thing I needed help with is something. That is why I was like, hey, this and the song reason.
Go up again.
I was like, this and the song reasonable. Yeah, I mean, I could understand this, you know. You
It's
understand?
so ridiculous.
Why are you saying that? I think that's a reasonable
That's a
expectation.
reasonable expectation.
That's the only thing I think I needed help with. So when you come and you offer, I was like, alright. So I started thinking back at this client. She ain't too bad. I mean, hey, listen. Not necessarily my type, but I mean, hey.
But she's a darling. So.
No, she's a nice person,
Yeah,
you know, but
yeah.
I kind of like darkies now, boy. And she's a red. But I say, hey, listen, there's nothing permanent.
Ridiculous.
You know, so I was like, alright. You understand? Then she was like, no, it's not that. Alright, I understand. You understand? Not saying that, you know, that I want that, you know, but listen, I have had that offer before, and obviously
Not
it
for
shouldn't.
me.
Yeah. Not from her. But you know, I remember in the past, you know, I had an ex who was incapacitated, if you want to be like that. You know, she was hospitalized or whatever, and she called her friend and she phoned her friend like, hey, listen, you know, if he needs sorting out, you know, you can help him out, whatever. Right? So I thought, hey boy, hey.
So you
I
just
had that kind
lucky in this life.
I thought, you know, people just like me and they just consider my feelings sometimes. So I thought that, hey,
You're just lucky.
right? I say, hey, listen, they
Give
understand
me
that
it.
man needs it. So
Oh Lord.
that's why, but then it wasn't that. Right? So
So
5 lonely weeks.
5 whole weeks. Yes. As I say, I didn't know he was upset at the time that he was upset, because he wouldn't cuss me out, he wouldn't talk to me rough and that kind of thing. So I didn't know.
But I think I want to say this too. I think it's important. Now, yes, I think I was a bit might be disappointed. I wouldn't say upset but the thing is, because I also want her to get whatever feeling she needed to get out and experience what she needed to experience, and just whatever she needed to go through, I wanted her to go through it. As I said, we had an arrangement, an agreement that, if you wasn't doing this, you're gonna come back one time, and I kind of held on to that to some extent, but at the same time, I also knew that if she needed the time off, whatever the case may be. I also think, though, a next major part of it, because I kind of had an idea that would happen, to be honest. And I told her that. I told Chelsea, I was like, yo, this is going to turn into just one long, expensive vacation. But I think as Naj works from home now, as she started working from home last year with the pandemic, and they keep closing down salons and whatnot, and tying up the money in a way. And as Naj working from home now, I think, I also understood that working from home, that means you're home right through. Until weekend when we decide to make a little pump. And then the thing is, the job I was doing, I would work mostly weekends. I would work most of the time. I work in Saturday and Sunday. Sometimes I work during the week, right? So even on a weekend, we can't really get to spend our time together, whatever the case may be. So and she would have been home again for a significant part of the day. So I understood that she probably needed some time away from the environment.
I didn't understand that, because to me, when I home and I work and I love it. I thought I was real good. I was just malfunctioning for whatever reason. I didn't know why, but I thought I was good.
And so, I mean, since she has come back, I would say the relationship has been in a much better place.
Yeah. I think I'm so very grateful that he gave me the chance to stay for the 5 weeks and to figure out what I needed to figure out. I would say, honestly, I figured out what I needed to figure out within the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because remember, I was really depressed. Like, while I was up there, I was depressed, and I was talking to him a kind of way too. And I had to talk to myself and be like, sis, you're not home. The child not here, the man not here. What you still fussing about? And then the things I told him, well, yeah, I want to explore, I want to do all kind of thing. I wasn't even doing it, because when I go out, it's like my tribe not here, like my people not here. So I started to get real. I started to real go down a kind of hole, and I had to real talk to myself. So within the last 2 weeks is when I real talk to myself and try to figure shit out and come to this point now.
Yeah, and as I said, she came back and a lot of things started falling into place now, and I think that so we're gonna kind of reveal that now too. That we are in the process of acquiring a salon.
Oh.
Right?
What's that? I was afraid the little mouse.
Oh shucks. Right? So
I started to watch
we are going through the process, just a few more things to do. So Naj would have that time away from home and keep the home and work separate. The house is small, you understand? Sometimes also, you have a hot boy there, boy. And a client there, boy, is studying. Them that's make noise now, boy.
Because the house, as much as we love our house is very small. It's here, everything. Every single thing.
Yeah, so sometimes you just have to go on that bed and roll up in fetal position until our client go on. And sometimes client bouncing back with client.
Yeah.
One time, bam, client into client. It's like, wait, here now.
Real drama.
Sometimes I just go in our bathroom and just start a full bucket, yes? Put the bucket full.
So nobody will hear anything.
You understand what I'm saying?
Listen, the struggle is real, real, real.
Yeah.
It's real.
But we went back out to school. She has been very happy back out to school.
Yeah. I don't know about all the kids, but Release is extremely happy. I think she's doing even better than she was doing
before. Yeah. So I think we want to hear from you all too. How your kids
dealing with it?
Down in the comment section. Yeah. How your kids dealing with school? How you dealing with it? I think it was a bit difficult because I hate to wake up early, but I had to wake up early. Especially school opened back right when Naj left, so I had to wake up early. Naj and Ray are two confused souls, so you can't make things for them to eat from the day before.
We're not confused. We like what we like.
Right.
There's a difference. It's not confusion.
All right, so it's not confusion. Yes. I guess right.
We like what we like, and we want what we want when we want it.
When they want it. Yes.
Not when you want again.
I guess that's then entitled. But okay, all right. Let's not throw any terms around here.
After you done do it.
No, let's not do that. Let's not do that anymore. So what was happening was that I would have to wake up in the morning and ask Ray where you want for
What she
lunch,
feeling for,
where you want for breakfast, and then make those things, and then so she could have it before we go to school and whatnot and whatnot. But I mean, it has been an amazing, vibes with school and going back out, and since Nash has been back.
Everything fall into place, and everybody have we have a good rap. Yeah.
Right.
So.
Also updating the places we have been trying because.
Yeah.
But all right. So there's a twofold thing before we go. Before we wrap up this video. So you remember we went by Munchie's machine and we tried the food and it tastes real good. But then somebody went and they tried it and they was like, I think it tastes that good.
good.
And then we went back. He was like, hey, let's go back
rubbish.
and check. And it really didn't taste that good, right?
Yeah.
So we decided, listen, we're gonna try the food first and then come back and do a video on it, right? And then I thought about it, I was like, nah, because I don't think you'll get the most genuine and authentic experience. But it's some of the places we have tasted so far, which, as I say, we're going to stop and we're just going to try new stuff again and see how it go. If they're inconsistent, right? We aren't professionals. They ain't paying us to advertise. So
And we want it to be real honest. We don't want it to be what's the word? Like influenced by,
Right.
a sponsor. Not sponsor, but I don't want to have to lie.
Right.
If it isn't tasting good, all my little facial expression going to be like, that's not tasting good. And I want it to remain like that. So
Right. So
yeah.
but in the meantime we have tried so far we tried Uncle Mon's in St. James, right opposite the police barracks. They have burgers and stuff. Nash didn't really like that.
Nah, I didn't like it.
I loved it, to be real honest.
Yeah.
We tried Matura Blue Crab.
Love his fish is epic.
That's in Arima. I don't remember the street, but around by Grand Royal.
Is it Procream?
I don't know.
But anyways.
Where Joseph's used to be in Arima, right? Opposite
Joseph's.
there. Fridays and Saturday night.
He little roughish, but he's really cool.
I don't say rough. He's excited. He's real excited. He's a real excited and a happy guy. Right?
Yeah.
The thing is, we tried at least probably about 5 or 6 meals from him, and one of them wasn't that good.
One of them wasn't that good, but I feel like that was just that fish.
Right, that type of fish, right?
Because he tried different fish.
Right, so he has different types of fish. He has lobster and thing. Matura Blue Crab is the name of it on Instagram, so you can check it out. Uncle Mon's on Instagram as well. The Cabin on the Cross.
Oh, cool. You see that cabin? Chicken? Oh.
Yeah, the Cabin on the Cross, to me, I think
epic.
It could be the number 1 fried chicken in Trinidad and Tobago right now. And if you know of anybody who has better fried chicken, let us know. We definitely will go and try it, and we will do a video.
Because I love a good fried chicken. You see a good fried chicken? Crispy. It's crispy. That's crispy fried chicken. Love it.
Right. So we read the Cabin on the Cross, and then McDonald's, and then the Cabin.
Why you ask for that?
How you mean?
I think the Cabin and then McDonald's.
All right.
Yeah, the Cabin first, then McDonald's, because I love McDonald's chicken. I rate McDonald's chicken more than KFC, Royal Castle, Churches, Popeyes, everything.
Japs, everything, right?
Yeah.
So
friggin' McDonald's is it. And I know the Cross is better than McDonald's.
So, all right. So, in terms of small business, the Cabin. Right? There's a kind of van vibes.
Yeah.
And then we tried a burger from Fika as well. I loved it. Nash didn't like it.
I didn't like it because all I don't like sauce too much, and they had a real sauce. Yeah, it was real saucy and it was kind of sweet. I can't take the too sweet thing.
Right? Fika is in Woodbrook. I think they have an Instagram page as well. FIKA. I think it's Fika. It could be Fika. It could be, I don't know. Them kind of fancy people. But yeah, those people. I remember a day we called her and apparently they weren't open. I think it was a holiday, so we were just calling to find out. We didn't know much about it. Somebody told us about it. And she had a kind of attitude. You know, them kind of West Convention attitude. And then she kind of calmed down, but kind of look out for that weirdness.
Yeah.
All those other people, the customer service was good. Anything else you had to touch on, boy? Now we'll come back with your house updates. Giveaways, right?
Yeah.
Whew.
I had to get this.
Del boy, if you make it this far, for one, they could comment, I've made it. If you made it this far, just comment. That's not how you're going to win, but
just
we want to know
who
made it this far.
Yes, if they listen to the whole story.
Right. You could, just put, I've made it. That is how we know who reached this far. And then when we tell it to do in the next one now, then we would know that he didn't really try and circumvent the whole thing. As he and his cat fur
all over the place.
Yeah, all in your
if
face.
they see us outside and we are cat for us, please don't discriminate. It's discriminating.
Yeah, that too, yeah.
Yeah, don't do with that now. It's 3 cats we have and it's pressure.
We love to
Cat
post
food.
them out there. The cat,
Why you was say that? Like my dribble kind of thing. Who is this? The cat fur is all over the place.
yeah, all of the mic and thing, you know.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we're
crazy.
gonna be doing some work on this mic system and the audio system, but that will happen soon.
Yes,
So
I
for
don't
the
like this
giveaway,
big-ass thing in
so we're gonna
front of
talk
me.
about the person who was the 1,000th subscriber.
Hey,
Hey, their name was Simply
I don't know if it's simply because it's
or something. I don't know neither.
it's something.
It's ISMII.
IISXMPLY_Nessa.
Right?
Right? And she was the I hope it's a she. She was the 1,000th subscriber.
We know your
So-
pronouns, dog. Yeah, we know your pronouns. You understand?
So shoot my message and we were discussing
Right.
the price.
So we're gonna be doing for her. Hopefully, it's a her. If it's not her, and it have a her, or if him have a her,
Oh,
right? Whatever,
something.
we're gonna give them money. Well, a nail set, right? And polish toes,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Polish toes and so fingers and toes vibes.
Fingers and toes vibes.
Right? Right. And as we talk about
Yes.
fingers and toes, here is what you need to do to enter the giveaway,
The big giveaway.
the big giveaway, right? So, here we're going to do. To enter the big giveaway, you're going to head across to
To the
Instagram
Insta and follow
my
my new.
her new page. Is going to be, the link is going to be in the description.
Yes.
Right? So you could go there and just click on it and then follow. And you're going to share the page or share a post from the page on your stories on Instagram. Right? And
Right,
tag
so
us
we're
so we
looking
can
out
see
for
it.
that.
Right?
Yes.
So, because we're trying to ask your friends to follow, comment, but we're trying to get
Back out there.
that page back up, right? Well, back up to the number of following, however. Right? And then secondly, one of the things that has kept us away is my podcast. I have been doing a podcast a few months now.
The alternative
Perspective.
podcast.
Yeah. So it's the Alternative Perspectives podcast. The nature of the podcast is, well, before we go into the nature of the podcast, you need to go across. It's on YouTube. You
And
go
this
on
is all
YouTube,
part of the competition, the giveaway.
right? So you go on YouTube and you go across. You could look for the app 868, right? The as THE app APP and then 868 and subscribe to that podcast channel. And well, if you're on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, or any of those things, you could subscribe there as well, right? And when you finish doing that, so you follow Naj and share it on your stories.
You follow Naldo.
You follow me, right?
Hit him a subscribe.
I subscribe. Then you just come back to this video and
Say
say,
done.
done. That's it.
Simple.
Just come and comment, done, under this video, right? And then we're going to choose a random person from that. That person is going to win a $100 Amazon gift
Gift
card.
card. Yep.
Right? $100 Amazon gift card.
Yes.
Right? But we have a next giveaway coming up. Right? And we're going to tell you all about that next giveaway
In the next video.
in the next video.
In the next video.
Probably not the next video, because the next video we will probably... how long are we going to get them to do this? What's the date today?
3 weeks, you think? No, 3 weeks? 2 weeks? 2 weeks.
2 weeks will take us to about the 4th. Sorry, about the 4th of July. Yeah, 4th of July. Independence.
Yes.
American independence. So that'll be the last day.
So we just want to say shout out. We want to shout out some of our subscribers who always there, who's commenting, who's, you know, you know how like when you're watching YouTube, it sort of feel like a little family because people calling you by your name, you understand, and they talking to you like if they really know you and things. So it's fun. So we need to shout out Shanice Figaro. Yeah, she's be commenting a lot. Alicia Filbert, Mama Mika's World. Hope I say it properly. Mama Mika's World. And next one I saw a lot of is what is that one?
Was that Jimmy?
Lucian Travel.
Yeah, Jibemi, Lucian Travel.
Yeah,
right.
You know, so they are commenting a lot.
And of course,
more,
yeah, shout out
obviously.
everybody else who comments.
Thank
and
you so
all
much.
the subscribers. Much love. Thank you so much.
Yes.
I just had a thought, a random thought, and the thought just flew out my mind same time.
Now the old age.
Yeah.
The old age kicking in there.
See? No, it was answer back there. You understand? But,
why it had to be an answer back is old age and that's that.
Alright, it's old age. It's old age.
He mouth real hot and all. The ladies know I had to deal with it. The man mouth just ridiculous.
Probably true. That's probably true. So it's 2 weeks. So the 4th of July will be the last day for you to get your entries in, do all you need to do, and come back to this video and type done at the bottom of this video. And yeah. And as I told you, we do giveaways on the other channel as well. So I've just completed a giveaway on the other channel.
Well, as you saw, because you know,
right. So we're gonna do a giveaway when that channel reaches 1,000 subscribers as well. So look at that. You have a chance to win here. Then you go across there and have a chance to win across there. So you know it's fun. And then Nash has something that she does, which she hasn't done in a while, but I mean we're now catching back. But she has something called Freestyle Fridays on a Friday.
On a Friday, it could just be randomly selected for a hot girl set.
Yeah, so you get your nails done for free. When you say freestyle, it means
free.
It's a double meaning. It's free, and 2, it's a freestyle set.
So it would not be plain.
Yeah. So chances to win all around.
Yes.
All around. So this is where we'll get ready to wrap it up.
Yes, guys. So it was a very long stay away.
So you had to get a long video. We had
to get a long video. But thank you so much for staying. It had plenty of people saying, like, what happened to all it? Like, we're all gone.
You know, I want to send some love to
that?
Jacob, Jacob and Nish,
boy. Yes.
Jacob, just come and check us home. Yeah.
Jacob, this pass, and he don't miss. He don't miss you anyway. If you see her, he making sure, like, no, hey, we seeing you.
Right? Jacob and his 2 daughters and his wife.
Auntie
much
D.
love. Auntie D.
You know, Auntie D is behind the little comment.
Yeah. So everybody, much love.
Thank you so
much. Thank you so much again. And
you know, don't forget
it. Cool, yeah, boy, I'm going to forget this. So, you know, Father's Day was just yesterday.
Yeah.
So I have a nice card here from Mary. A lovely card, I don't know by one chance. But you what happened, These crosses in this house. This is like a shoulder card. So it's like a jacket kind of thing here.
A nice little jacket.
So, right, and is writing on the inside, right? She's saying, Happy Father's Day to the best dad in the world. 2 things I enjoy doing with you are taking long drives and cooking, right? She says sometimes your laughter, I guess, or your laugh does be better than the joke. Yeah, your laugh is better than the joke.
Because listen now, when he crack a joke, he's bust out one ridiculous laugh.
I realize they're fighting, but you know, when people like Kevin Hart and them, right, was coming up as comedians, the same thing their family used to probably be saying, you know.
No, but your laugh can be funnier than the joke.
Right? The same thing, but don't worry. When will I see my Netflix special?
Just say thank. Just tell the child thank you.
Right, so thank you, Ray. Right? But no, I want to tell you about the cross on them. So they put this on the pillow, right? They put this on my pillow.
To surprise them.
But I went to work yesterday, and on the real worthless man thing, when I come home, I move the clothes now. I take off my clothes, and I leave it in the drawing room. I've been real honest with you. I leave it on
just drop it right there on the chair.
No, I just say I drop it. I rest it, boy.
You rest it is the same thing.
No. I rest it. I ain't drop it. Right? And so I rested it, and I've been honest, I didn't go in the bedroom until 2 o'clock this morning.
Because and this is the 100 times that the man don't like to sleep when the night come. You know, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, you're supposed to be wrapping up to go in your bed. 2 o'clock this morning.
Give me something to come in bed for, nah? Make me some
I
promises.
know he's going to say some stupidness.
Make me some promises now.
So he didn't go in his bed to see the lovely card.
I listen, Tanti come to spend the weekend. Come to spend the week.
So he
Right?
had no intention. He said he had no intention of coming in, say?
No, I come later. You understand? How come when I come? Because I know I can't come when I come, so I come when I come.
Don't make me choke, yeah?
You understand?
This stupidness.
Tanti come to spend the week. Why coming in bed for? You understand?
Anyway,
Right.
so guys, thank you very much. We'll see you all soon.
Bye.
Later.
Straight, that's straight. Not necessarily bye. Be gone, that's what I mean. Right?
It's how you put them things together, like how?
That cat you all in your nose, girl.
The friggin' cat on them. Bye, guys.